Be'ezrat Hashem. So Berachot, page 27a. Man Tana, lehaditnan. Who is the Tana that learned in the Mishnah? V'chama shemesh v'namas. The man would count down in the desert every day. People would get their daily portion of food. Man. It says that you have to go early to collect it. And if you delay up to the fourth hour, arba shaot, v'namas, it melts. So what happens this day? You don't eat. But not only you don't eat, your wife doesn't eat, your kids don't eat, whoever depends on you doesn't eat. אז תאר לעצמך, the Midrash says, בילקוט שלמוני, you cannot go collect before you pray. So if you wake up, let's say, 15 minutes before the fourth hour, you say, oh, I'm going to run, take the man, and come back and do my shachrit. You can't. If you don't pray shachrit, you won't find the man. So you must pray shachrit, and then go collect the man. You wake up late, you pray shachrit, the fourth hour passed, you don't have man. That day, you don't fast. So your neighbor is going to ask you, Shimon, I didn't see you go collect the man. Makara? No, today I decided to do ta'anit sibur. Ta'anit. And your wife, why she's fasting? Yeah, she wants to join. And your kids, they want to join. But the problem is, the problem is, people, they get up late. Every day they get up late. In the desert, was no choice. You get up late in the desert, אין לך מה לאכול. כל יום לא תאכל. The whole day you won't eat. Every day you won't eat. Right? So they say, Rav Shach, Rav Elazar Man Shach, he used to say, I never saw somebody wake up late and have a great day, succeeding in a great day. אין דבר כזה. זה קם מאוחר, כל היום בולבל. The whole day is mixed up. You have to wake up early. He says, I saw, he had thousands of students. I saw students, very good heads, but the learning, it didn't go as well. Why? You have to know to wake up early. The problem is, a lot of people, they go to sleep late. Yeah, as a lot of. You have to make sure you get up early. The Ben Ish Chai says, Rabbi Ben Ish Chai says, יש זמן שנקרא עליית נשמות. There is a time בשמיים, the neshamas go up. Okay? What does it mean? When most of people, means when every person goes to sleep, his neshama goes up to give a report about the day, right? So the normal time people go to sleep is what? 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, let's say. So the neshamot go up, they go up, right? You go to sleep 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So what happens? 2, 3 o'clock, some people start to wake up already. Especially tzaddikim. They wake up to do tikkun chatzot, right? The people, some people have a light sleep, so they sleep early and they wake up early, right? So what happens? He says, you are going against traffic. Means the neshamot start to come down now. ואתה עכשיו, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you want to go up. So imagine, before, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night, it was like a freeway. Everybody goes to sleep. So the neshamot just go up, right? And then you go to sleep 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and some neshamot start to come down, so you're going against traffic. Okay? Omer זה לא טוב. You should train yourself to go to sleep early and wake up early. Okay? So in the desert, you had no choice. In the desert, you wake up late, 4th hour. What's the 4th hour? 4th hour, we're talking about 10 o'clock. Maybe in the summertime, 10:30. You wake up at that time, and man. No man. You don't find the man. That day you're fasting the whole day. But the problem is, you can fast if you want. But what about your wife? She doesn't go to collect. It's you collecting, right? What about your kids? Why are they have to suffer because you wake up late? They wake up late. Okay, it's not good, but it's a habit. Getting up early is a habit.
The woman cannot go pick up the man?
No? זה לא צניעות that the woman goes to pick up man. The father.
הוא מת.
הוא מת? So then they'll go to collect the man. They have no choice. But כל כבודה, but melech בנימה, a woman doesn't go to collect the man. Why? You send your wife to work for you and you sit home. Maybe you do it, I don't know.
אבל אם הוא ישן,
Ah.
אבל אם הוא ישן והיא כבר ערה.
No, the man doesn't. If you're tzaddik, you open the tent, you get the man. So Benot Tzlofchad, they were such tzadkaniyot. They had the parasha written
Right.
by them, right? So they probably, when they opened the tent, they found the man right there. They didn't have to go in the camp. If you have to go to the camp, in the middle of the camp, or if you have to go outside the camp, it's not new to send your wife. Who has to bring parnasa? You know what's the problem with our generation? People get married, and the guy wants to sit in a kollel, the guy wants to sit in a yeshiva, doing nothing. Just drinking coffee and talking the whole day. And he says to his wife, you go work. That's not fair. It's not to be done, right? You are responsible to bring parnasa. Now, if you're tzaddik, bemet tzaddik, right? You're really studying Torah, you know. So the kollel is not good. It doesn't. You have bnei hara, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 children. You know. So you have to, you know. So your wife, for sure, she's going to go to work to help you. But it's not fair that you go sit down to learn, and you're not learning. So basically, you're cheating your wife. You're cheating on your wife. She has to go to work for you, and there is people, unfortunately, like this. They sit and they do nothing. Huh? Oh Hashem. Oh Hashem, not a lot. But a couple have to understand, a man has to understand, when it gets married, it's his responsibility to bring the parnasa. If his wife wants to help him, it's a bonus. But if not, it's his responsibility. You know what I mean? So in the desert, the same thing. The man's responsibility was to bring the man. Bnot Tzlofchad, they had no boys. The father died. Okay, so מה לעשות? אבל הם היו גם צדיקות. So probably as they opened their door, they said, tzadikim, they open the door, they find the man. To tell you how much is important for a person to wake up early and go to look for his parnasa.
What happens if the husband is a rasha ואשתו צדיק?
יפה, אז מה לעשות?
מי יכול להביא את
אתה רשע.
הרשע יכול להביא?
מה תעשה?
צדקת, למה לא יורדה ליד הבית?
No, because she depends on him. If he's a rasha, everything goes by him. He has to go to collect. So the man will fall according to him, not according to her. She's not going to collect. So if he's a rasha, he's going to have to go out of the camp, 12 kilometers. He has to walk an hour. Go find the man and bring it home. And by the time he goes, probably it's over the 4 hours. He's not going to find anything. What Omer? That's what I'm saying. Like Bnot Tzlofchad, the daughters of Tzlofchad. There were 5 girls, the only father, they're not married even. They were not married. The father died. Tzlofchad died. So they had the responsibility to get. But there were such tzadikot that the man used to come to their opening of the tent. The tzadikim, they don't have to go anywhere. The tzadik finishes shachrit, he opens the door, the man is right there, by the door. If he's Benoni, he has to go to the middle of the camp, 6 kilometers, right? And if he's Rasha, he has to go over 12 kilometers outside the desert to go find his man. Okay? Everything according to your merits. But the idea is, the Mishnah is teaching you over here, you have 4 hours. But the Gemara says, O enoila b'shesh shaot, maybe it's the 6th hour, because the pasuk doesn't give hours. The pasuk says, v'chama shemesh, when the sun heats up, right? Venames, and the man, how do you call this? Melts. He says, no, cannot be the 6th hour. Why? Kshu omer kechom hayom, arei shesh shaot. Look at Avraham Avinu. What does it say by Avraham Avinu? והוא יושב פתח האוהל כחום היום. Avraham was sitting in the opening of his tent at the heat of the day. The heat of the day. In the morning, there's 2 periods. There is a period when the sun starts to get hot, but it starts to get hot. It's not hot yet, so a lot of spots are cold yet because the sun didn't reach there to warm it up. So there's a time where the sun is hot, but the places are cool still. And over the day, as the sun heats up and heats up and heats up, what happens? Not only the sun is hot, the places are also hot. By Avraham Avinu it says, "V'hu yoshev petach oel kechom hayom." At the heat of the day, means the whole day is hot already, the whole places are hot. By the man it says, "V'cham hashemesh." Lo katuv v'cham hayom. Cham hashemesh, the sun is hot. but the day is still cool, right? So it cannot be that the man melted at the 6th hour, because then the Torah which says, V'cham hayom, the day is hot and the man melted. But since we say the sun was hot and the man melted, has to be a time where the sun gets heat up, but the places are still cool. What is this time? The 4th hour of the day. So it's not the 6th hour. Oh, there, yeah. When it gets the middle, that's chatzot. That's for sure. Everything is hot. But in the beginning, the sun goes up, rises in the east. לא, אבל בהתחלה השמש במזרח, נכון? זה עולה לאט לאט לאט, אבל עדיין קר שם. עוד לא, עד שהשמש מגיעה לאמצע, gets the middle, everything is hot, right? And that's כחום היום. But the man says, חם השמש, the sun was hot, but the rest of the place were cool. So it has to be that the man melted at the 4th hour of the day. 4th hour of the day. Says the Gemara. Money. So who is this Tana? Money. No, money. Money is money. אומר פה, who is this Tana? לא רבי יהודה ולא רבנן. You remember in the Mishnah, there was a discussion in the Mishnah, till when can we pray Shachrit? Right? Chachamim say, at Chatzot. Rabbi Yehuda says, till the 4th hour of the day. Okay? Let's see. לא רבנן ולא רבי יהודה. Sorry. Chachamim say, what did Chachamim say? In the Mishnah. Tfilat HaShachar at Chatzot. Yeah. Right? Yeah, exactly. That's what they said. So it comes out now, our Mishnah is not like Chachamim, not like Rabbanan. Why? I Rabbi Yehuda, עד 4 שעות, כן? נמי צפרהו. Rabbi Yehuda said, you can do Shachrit up to the 4th hour. Up to the 4th hour, right? Comes out at the 4th hour already, the man should have melted. But it says over here, the man melted at the 4th hour, after the 4th hour, right? Means after the 4th hour passed, it started to melt. According to Rabbi Yehuda, you can do Shachrit up to the 4th hour. So it's not Rabbi Yehuda. V'lo Rabbanan, why? I Rabbanan at Chatzot. By Chatzot, nami tzafrau. Why can you pray till midday? According to Chachamim, because they considered midday still day. Shachrit, they consider Shachrit. And when do you collect the man? Shachrit. But we are saying, according to Chachamim, v'cham hashemesh v'namas. When the sun gets hot and everything melted, that's by Chatzot. But Chachamim lets you pray Shachrit still. If you could pray Shachrit, that's not namas. It cannot melt yet because it's time to pray Shachrit. We say you pray Shachrit and you go to collect, right? If I can still pray Shachrit, the man wouldn't melt, right? So how can the man melt? So lo Rabbi Yehuda velo Rabbanan. I ba'etema. So let's answer like this. I ba'etema Rabbi Yehuda. I ba'etema Rabbanan. You can say it's either one. You can say it's or Rabbi Yehuda or Rabbanan. איך זה או רבי יהודה או רבנן? How is it possible? אי באתמה רבי יהודה, היי בוקר, כן, היי בוקר, יתרה, להקדים לו שעה אחת, כן? להקדים לו שעה אחת. It says, ולקטו אותו בבוקר. They would collect the man בבוקר. Why it says twice? בבוקר. So to tell you, the Torah gave you 1 extra hour after Shachrit to go collect it still. Really, up to the 4th hour, that's it. You cannot pray anymore. But since the Torah says baboker, the second word boker is extra. This extra word permits you to go to collect still the man. You have 1 more hour. The Torah gave you a chance, 1 more hour after Shachrit to go collect the man. Yeah. Or anyone that needs this extra hour, we give him 1 extra hour to go and collect the man. Okay? So, באמת תמה רבי יהודה, right? והיא בהתמה רבנן, sorry, we skipped the line. היא בהתמה רבנן, כי באידר רבנן אמר קרא בבוקר, It says baboker, baboker. Why twice? Chalekeu lishne bekarim. It's like there's 2 mornings, 2 parts of the morning. Means before chatzot and after chatzot. So basically, what it says over here, Saira Banan, Saira Chachamim, right? To tell you that you have this extra hour after Shachrit, you have this extra after Shachrit to go and collect your man, right? So basically, you pray Shachrit, right? And then you go out and collect the man, right? So Rashi says, חלקהו לשני בקרים שלא היו לוקטים אותו אלא בשלוש שעות ראשונות שהוא בוקר ראשון. According to Rashi, right, they would collect it in the first 3 hours, right? And then you have the 4th hour that you can pray Shachrit. So as if to say, according to Rashi, right, that you can collect the man before Shachrit. We said, according to Rakut Shimoni, you cannot collect the man before you daven. You have to daven Shachrit, then you collect the man. According to Rabbi Yehuda, according to Chamim, Rashi says, you have 3 hours to collect the man, and then you have 1 extra hour for the prayer. So it seems like as if you can first collect, but we always know you cannot do anything for your work before praying. You cannot do wake up in the morning early, says, oh, let me send a few emails, let me prepare this for work. When I come back, it's going to be ready. You know that. You wake up, you go Bet Knesset. Huh? Even. So sit down and learn. But you cannot do nothing at work. You cannot work. You cannot wake up early before prayer. Let's say I have a minyan at 7 o'clock. So you say, I'm going to get up 6 o'clock, send all my emails, prepare my work, and I'm going to come to Bet Knesset 5 to 7, right? You can't. If you wake up early, it's to learn. Not to listen to news. Then your head is completely, right? You have to be concentrating in the prayer. So when you wake up, the first thing is prayer. You cannot do anything. There's even a question, Alacha, imagine, if you can take out the garbage. Right? You know that the garbage. So only, rak, if you know that you come back from Bet Knesset and the garbage is going to pass already, then you can take it out. But b'diavad, but the chatchila you should have taken out the night before. Right? You cannot do anything. When we say anything, it means anything. Right?
Wow.
Okay, but helping your wife, it's part of the prayer. That's getting prepared for the prayer. So I want to prepare a bottle, I want to change the baby's diaper. Okay, this is part, right? But anything that has to do with work or with news or with whatever you want, nothing to do with Torah, nothing to do with prayer, you cannot do it before the prayer. Huh? You could. You could. You drop them off and you come back on the way. Okay? But to work, like to do work, zasur. This is not allowed. Okay? But over here it seems like from Rashi says, שלא יקטים אותו אלא בשלוש שעות ראשונות, שהוא בוקר ראשון. Right? You could, ולקטו אותו, they collected it בבוקר. כן? טוב. Says the Gemara, the Kula Alma, everybody agrees. Sai Rabbi Yehuda, Sai Chachamim, Sai Rabbi Yehuda, they agree. Kula Alma Amia, V'cham Hashemesh v'namas b'arba shaot. Everybody agrees that the man would melt at the 4 hour. Even Chachamim that say they can pray till Chatzot, but they agree already by the 4th hour, the man, that's it, starts to melt. It says over here, why? Because we say, V'cham Hashemesh, the sun is hot, but the places are still cool. If the man would melt only by Chatzot, he would say V'cham hayom, kol hamakomot chamim. So everybody agrees that by the 4th hour the man would melt. By the 4th hour the man would melt. The only question was, till when can we pray Shachrit? According to Chachamim, at Chatzot. According to Rabbi Yehuda, till the 4th hour. Says over here, Mai mashma, how do you learn this? Amar Rabbi Acha bar Yaakov, Amar Kera, the pasuk says, V'cham hashemesh v'namas. And the sun was hot, and the man melted. The Gemara develops, Ezei sha'a she'hashemesh cham, What is the hour of the day where the sun is hot? והצל, and the shade part of the shade, where there is shade, איפה שיש צל, צונן, it's still cool, הווה אומר ב4 שעות. Till the 4th hour. When the sun comes out in the morning, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, so you feel the sun. If you stand in front of the sun, you feel the heat. Okay? But if you go in the shade, you feel the cool of the shade. But when the sun starts go 4th hour, 5th hour, 6th hour, even in the shade, you feel the heat. You have shade, but it's hot. As opposed to before the 4th hour, under the shade, it's still cool. It's refreshing, like fresh air, right? After the 4th hour, that's it. As everybody agrees that the 4th hour, after the 4th hour, the day was too hot and you cannot kill the man. So, נו, חיים, מה למדת מהגמרא הזאת? What does the Gemara teach you? זה מה שלמדת? מה למדת? You learned that you have to wake up early. That's what you learned. You have to wake up early, you cannot do anything before התפילה, אתה צריך לקום בבוקר מוקדם, צריך להתפלל, כן? אחר כך תעשה מה שאתה רוצה, ויש לך את הברכה, המן נופל לך, the man comes to you. You don't have to run. בטח. They say it opens your mind. When you learn before tefillah, it opens your mind. Look at the Hasidim. They wake up, they learn Hasidut, they learn things, because learning opens your mind. You start thinking, right? You're not sleepy. Some people, like, if they're rolled out of bed and after the second, they're in tefillah. And you see the guy, he takes out the tefillin, it takes him an hour to unroll the tefillin, and he puts it on his hand, and he sees he's dreaming. The guy's still in bed. But he has to go up, he has to be at work at time. If you wake up early, you're already fresh. So your tiredness went off slowly. You come to tefillah like a lion. תתגבר כארי, like a lion. Understand? הבנת מה החידוש? תקום מוקדם. Get up early. What do you say? Yes. That's exactly what I said just before you came. We said, yeah, so if, no. You won't find it. Even if it's on the way, you won't see it. If a person is Rasha, and he has to walk out of camp, next to him there's going to be man, but he won't see it. That's the miracle. Like, there's man all over. Because the tzaddik, the Benoni, the middle class, they would find it, right? So the guy tells him, there's a man po. Efo. He doesn't see. Azu olech. He's walking outside the camp till he reaches the place Hashem wants him to reach outside the camp, then he finds. But on the way, there's man because people didn't collect it yet, right? He won't see it. How? Because Hashem makes him go in a route where there's no man on the floor. If he would have won the street next by, there was man. Right? But Hashem made him go in a place, It reminds the story. There was the Rambam. He was at the time of a big tzaddik called Rabbi Avraham ibn Ezra. Both of them were giants in Torah. Rabbi Avraham ibn Ezra was a giant. But unfortunately, Rabbi Avraham ibn Ezra was a poor man. And he said on himself that he was born in Mazal to be poor. He said, as a joke on himself, that if he would work in Chevra Kadisha, there would be no people dying because like this, they don't pay him. Okay. Huh? He's born as Mazal. Maybe there's, but so the Rambam, כן, הוא צדיק, ככה היה, כנראה שלא. כן. עכשיו, הרמב"ם ניסה לעזור לו. The Rambam wanted to help him, so he tried to give him money. But every time he said, no, I don't take money from you, I don't want money from you. לא רצה. So the Rambam one time says, I can't, I must give him money. מה עשה הרמב"ם? He told the Shamash, listen, today he's going to come to my house. So the way when he comes, there's a bridge over there. He told him, just before he leaves the house, you run and put a bag of money next to the bridge. And as he's going to pass, he's going to see the money, he's going to take it. But stand there to make sure it's coming. So they spoke Torah and everything. The Ibn Ezra was about to go home. As he's about to go home, it started to rain. As it started to rain, he started running. He ran. The place got full of mud, full of water. He didn't even see the money. He continued. The Rambam said, אין מה לעשות.
כשהוא הלך ברחוב ושמו לו את הכסף. עיוור, כן. קוראים לו עיוור. איך עיוור מרגיש והוא לא ראה את הכסף.
יפה. Understand? ככה זה. So Hashem, what does he do to Rasha? The Rasha gets up and Hashem makes sure he doesn't see the man. So he's walking and walking and walking.
השם לא יכול לתת לו כסף.
למי?
לאבן עזרא.
כן, אבל הוא נולד במזל כזה.
מה זה?
הגמרא אומרת, היה צדיק שקראו לו רבי אלעזר בן פדת. רבי אלעזר בן פדת, he was a giant in Torah, but he was poor. One time הוא הלך לעשות הקזת דם. Their blood, in the time of the Gemara, their blood was very thick. So once a month, they had to do like, to give blood if you want. Because they had to take out blood from the system so the blood should renew. Okay? So Rabbi Elazar, and after that, after you give blood, what you have to go eat, right? לא היה לו מה לאכול. הוא בא הביתה, what did he find? He came home. He found a piece of garlic. Piece of garlic. Who eats garlic after giving blood, But לא היה מה לאכול, he didn't have what to eat. So הוא אכל את זה והתעלף. He fainted. So his friends came to visit him, they found him, fainted. And so they were waiting, מה קרה? They didn't know מה קרה. They were waiting next to him. All of a sudden they saw he was laughing. And then they saw a spark of fire coming out of his forehead. כאילו ניצוץ של אש. And he woke up. Oh, where am I? He says, רבנו, מה קרה? So he told him, listen, he did the kazadam, he took out some blood, and he didn't have what to eat, and he told Rabbeinu, we saw you laughing, מה קרה? He says, no, you don't know, I was talking to Hashem. When he fainted, when he was out, I was talking to Hashem. Wow, מה אמר לך Hashem? What did Hashem tell you? He says, no, I complained to Hashem. I said, ריבונו של עולם, you couldn't give me a better mazal. Something, a little bit parnasa, why you? He told him, so Hashem told me, do you want me to give you a better mazal? He says, for sure. He says, in order to give you a better mazal, I have to destroy this world and restart the world. And I'm willing to do it for you. Because you're a tzaddik, I'm willing. Listen, איזה צדיק הוא שהקדוש ברוך הוא מוכן להחריב את העולם ולהתחיל מחדש בשבילו, for him.
יש סיפורים בגמרא.
אז חכה רגע, מה? זה רבי חנינה בן דוסה.
מה, הלך לתת לו גם את הרגע של שולחן?
נכון, יפה, אז מה אמר לו? אבל יש בעיה, אמר לו, there's a problem. If I destroy the world and restart the world from you, and I bring you the Shama back, there's no guarantee you're going to be rich. You can be poor still. So Hashem Rabbeinu, Hashem Yitbarach. So what for? Ta'azov ta'olam. So I laughed. Because I said, you see? Then I told Hashem, he's saying, Rabbi Elazar Pedan says, I told Hashem, but Hashem, come on. You cannot do extra. You cannot give me thing. Yeah. So Hashem give me, I felt like Hashem doing like this. Pick. So this was the spark of fire came back. Hashem like flicked him on his forehead. Kilomad, what are you asking such a thing? Extra. This is your mazal. Okay? So some chachamim, they were born like this with a mazal like this, and some chachamim were born very rich.
יש סיפורים בגמרא, מלא סיפורים, הוא הלך, מצא איזה מטבע והספיק לו ולנכדים שלו.
Okay, this is mazal. This is mazal. מזל אפשר לשנות.
אז איך הוא לא התפלל? איך הוא...
כנראה those tzaddikim, they didn't feel the need. Listen, they were going to learn, they had to eat, and they didn't care about anything. They didn't have a mortgage to pay because they built their own house. They didn't have to pay school. People didn't pay for school. A little bit of food is good enough for them. מסתפק במועט. פת במלח תאכל, ומים במשורה תשתה. He didn't feel that he needs more money than that. כן, אז אחד אשתו אמרה לו, listen, there's no food. So he told her, go to the river, there's bamboo over there, cut some bamboo and make some noodles, give it to the kids. זה היה הקונספט שלהם, this was their concept.
אין לך שאלה על זה אתה... אין לך שאלה על זה, הדברים האלה?
מה זאת אומרת שאלה?
כאילו מה, לפחות כל העולם זה לעשות אותו קצת כסף, אין לך שאלה על זה, קושיות על זה?
איזה קושיות אתה רוצה לשאול?
אתה, אין לך קושיות, אתה בעצמך, באופן אישי.
לא,
כשאתה קורא את זה, זה לא מלחמה להפוך את כל העולם בשביל לשנות את המזל, זה קצת...
מה זה קצת? Hashem decides, no? The world is up to Hashem, he decides.
עכשיו אמרנו שתפילה יכולה לשנות את המזל, הרבה דברים יכולים לשנות את המזל.
נכון, אז למה הם לא התפללו? למה הוא לא התפלל?
זה מה שאני לא מבין.
אבל אתה רואה שרבי חנא בן דוסה was poor, and when his wife pushed him, you have to pray, מה נתנו לו מהשמיים? רגע שזה, אבל האנשים האלה, הצדיקים האלה, דוס צדיקים, if they just open their mouth, Hashem would give them something out of this world. Like Rabbi Hanan ben Dosa, he was poor, his wife pushed him, says, okay, I'm going to pray. He just opened his mouth, Hashem sent him in Hashamayim, a leg means a piece of gold, like a long piece of gold. You know? It's not like, זה לא שהם לא, הם לא רצו להתפלל. הם קיבלו מה השם נתן להם. They received, if Hashem said like this, הם קיבלו את זה. היה להם, they had a different concept of the world.
Don't they also do the mitzvot more, like for example, wine, fish, meat for Shabbat, right?
יפה.
If you have just bread and water, you're not doing all the things that we're trying to bring Shabbat a little bit more, a little nicer. So wouldn't they be praying to have the fish and the meat and the wine, not for themselves, but to bring Shabbat to another level?
זה כן, אבל לא, הם כנראה לא הרגישו את הצורך. כנראה היה להם טוב. For them, as long as they were able to learn, היה להם טוב.
אבל אתה אמרת שהתלונן, אמרת אבן עזרא התלונן לקדוש ברוך הוא.
אבן עזרא לא התלונן.
הרב השני.
רבי אלעזר בן פדת.
אמר לו, אתה חזר אותי, יוצא לי את הכסף. אז סימן שזה הפריע לו העניין הזה.
כן, יכול להיות. ומה השם עונה לו? אני צריך להפוך את כל העולם בשביל להחליף לך את המזל.
זה קצת, לא נתפס במוח.
היה אחד במרוקו, כן, הוא היה הולך להתפלל בבוקר, אומר 8:30, הולך לעבודה, אנשים היו מחכים לו בתור, קליינטים, באים מכל מיני מקומות, הוא, אתה יודע, פועלים בא, פותח, כן, מה אתה צריך? הוא עובד 2-3 הולך הביתה, נגמר, הוא עשה את היומית שלו.
כן, זהו.
כן, זה היה המזון שלו.
רבי חיים בן עטר, אור החיים הקדוש, היה עובד, he used to be a jeweler, he worked, מישהו בא, קונה משהו, יש לו לקנות לחם וחלב באותו יום, סוגר את החנות, he closes the store. They had a different mindset, they didn't care about nothing, they didn't want extras, they just wanted to sit and learn, that was their life. They didn't feel they want anything.
concerned with the next world and this.
היה סירנה של לנץ, סוגר, הולך הביתה, גמרנו. הוא עשה את היום שלו.
To tell you, תשמע, you want to succeed, you want to have פרנסה בשפע, wake up early. You wake up early, you daven, and you go to work, עושה את הפרנסה בשפע. כן, עד לפני הרביעית. כן, כן, ברוך ה' לעולם, אמן ואמן.